And Charlie D'Agata now joins us from Berlin, the site of Monday's attack. And Charlie, we'll get to Amri in just a moment, but what do we know about the 2 Americans who were injured in this attack?
Well, first we have Richard Ramirez, 62 years old. He's still in the hospital. He's being treated in the intensive care unit. It's thought his partner, a German national, did not survive. The second, Russell Schultz from Austin, Texas. He was treated and he was released for what he said were minor injuries, but he too said the 2 of his friends didn't survive the attack on Monday night.
Well, as we just heard in your piece, meanwhile, German officials actually identified Amri as a threat months ago. They rejected his asylum request, but he wasn't deported. So what went wrong here?
Where do you begin? I mean, German media are going after the police, and German politicians are going after the police for having dropped the ball several times. Not only was there a connection with this ISIS recruiter, an alleged connection, I should say, with this ISIS recruiter, Abu Wala, who was arrested in November, but there was also reports that he may have been trying to purchase weapons for a terror attack. He's identified then as a potential enemy of the state. And there was enough of a reason to flag that to the United States. So Amri was on a no-fly list. So this is a person who had all kinds of red flags all around him. And again, as I said in that piece, the real nightmare scenario is this is a Tunisian, one of several hundreds of thousands of migrants who came from North Africa and from the Middle East, who came essentially, they were economic migrants. They hadn't come from a conflict area. They come here, they get their asylum turned down. They're supposed to be deported, but literally because of paperwork issues, not only aren't they deported, but they're able to disappear.
And now local media in Germany are reporting that they have seen leaflets distributed, reading Berlin was only the beginning, take Islam or die. What is the concern now that we might see more attacks, particularly with Amri still on the run?
Well, that is a huge concern. We've covered these attacks in Brussels, we've covered them in Paris, and whenever you've seen terror cells or individuals who have gone on the run, it usually ends violently. And we also know that these characters don't tend to be working alone. What I can say, around the marketplace just now, they're starting to put down cement barriers. They could have been in place before this, but now they're putting them down here. They've reopened the marketplace here. A few hundred people, the mood isn't very festive. It's more somber than that. There are lots of these throughout Berlin and throughout Germany. Most of them are open, and they're doing what they can do to provide some level of security. But this is a man who's alleged to be already an attempted mass murderer, a person who's already figuratively suspected of having blood on his hands, and he's on the loose. Not only worried about him or anybody else who may be supporting him.
Charlie D'Agata, there in Berlin. We do appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you.